Hey you guys, we are watching another My Story animated. Let's get right into it.
Hi, my
Hi,
name is Charlotte, and
Charlotte.
recently my darkest secret got revealed.
It's her
Well,
secret.
I'm not sure if it's that dark, but it has always made me feel ashamed of myself.
Oh,
My problem started to develop at the age of 13,
okay.
when I was going through lots of problems. Dealing with
So,
my parents, friends, schoolwork, and all got me under too much pressure.
13 is a very tender age. You're growing up, going through puberty. Everything changes once you start hitting the teen years. It really does.
My way of dealing with it was the most disturbing thing you could think of. I started pulling out my own hair.
No!
Yeah, you heard me right.
Not her hair.
I'm just like the old crazy lady in movies that uncontrollably keeps pulling out her hair. But unlike the movies, my problem is real and very serious.
Yeah,
Because I can't
sounds like a
stop
serious
doing
problem.
it, and it's making me go bald.
Oh, poor
While
thing.
stopping this habit might seem for some people like a simple thing to do, for me, it's the hardest thing in the world. In fact,
Poor thing.
I've tried to stop several times, and it has been nothing but a series of failed attempts. The thing
so sad
is,
for her.
whenever I pull out my hair, I instantly feel like I'm getting the stress relief I need, and it feels so satisfying.
Poor
I
thing.
somehow start to think better, and I get a feeling that everything is under my control.
I feel so sad for her. Can you imagine that you have to pull out your hair and that's how you feel better? My hair is part of my identity. I could never imagine doing that. This poor girl. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna get in my feels real soon, aren't I?
This annoying and shameful habit has resulted in me going bald, and it became my worst nightmare.
Oh, she gets
I
help
thought
for
about
it.
it day and night, and ironically, it was stressing me out so much that it caused me to pull out even more hair.
No.
Not only that, but before my problem with pulling out my hair started, I was one of the prettiest girls at my school, and people always complimented my looks. But now, I hardly feel pretty anymore.
Oh, this poor
I
girl.
hide my bald spots with a hat or a hoodie, and I wear baggy clothes that don't draw attention to me. I walk around school with my head down, purposely try to keep a low profile, because it makes it easier to hide my insecurity.
You know, obviously, like, everybody goes through a lot of stuff, but I wonder why her parents or even her, like, try to figure out if she could, like, alternative therapies or someone to help her cope with her stress or her to, like, deal through this problem. Oh my gosh, this poor girl, she's 13 years old and she started pulling out her hair. Oh my gosh. I feel so bad for her.
Never talk about it to anyone. Until one day, my parents called me in my dad's office, and it was time to discuss my issue.
Oh, good.
Even though
her
they
parents
were
are
my
helping.
parents, I still found it hard to open up about it. But they were very patient with me and
Oh, that's
kept
good.
trying until I finally spoke. I ran into my mother's arms as I started crying. I told her that I feel like a bald freak and that I'm very embarrassed
Still
from
very
my problem.
beautiful. No,
My
everyone
mother
has
comforted me
problems.
and said that she and Dad will make sure I overcome this.
Good parents.
They then suggested that I start going to a special therapist who offers help and treatment to trichotillomania. Also, as a temporary solution, they said they would buy me a good quality wig that looks like my natural hair.
Good parents.
I was so happy. Everything my parents offered seemed to ease my problem and make me feel better, and I was very excited about getting a wig. Shortly after, my mother and I went to the hair salon and chose a wig that matched my real hair color. I put it on and looked at myself in the mirror. I could hardly believe what I was seeing.
Oh, she feels like herself again. Guys, oh my God, I'm gonna start crying. I feel for this girl. I can't imagine, like, having to you have a problem where you pull out your hair, and then you don't have hair anymore. You have lots of bald spots. At least her parents are, like, helping her. Oh my God, I feel so sad for her.
I felt like I finally started to get my old self back, which made my eyes tear up.
I'm tearing
I
up
knew
too.
that the next
Who's
day
cutting
at school,
onions?
I will go in there with my head up high and will walk around with confidence for a
Yes,
change.
you get it, girl.
The next day, I woke up feeling really enthusiastic about going to school.
Yes.
I wore my wig and put on some nice clothes, and when I got there, I noticed I was turning heads.
Good.
As everybody was looking at me and thinking how beautiful I am,
You are
or
beautiful
perhaps how different
no matter
I
what.
looked. However, my happiness did not last long, and it was too good to be true.
Happen.
Some of the snobby girls, like Jessica and Ashley,
Jessica.
started gossiping about me.
Where are you, Jessica?
And
Don't
soon
do
enough,
that.
there was a rumor going around that I was wearing a wig. I tried to ignore that negativity and went on with my day.
As you should.
But Jessica and Ashley wouldn't let it go.
Haters are secretly your biggest fans. Do not ever let them get to you. This poor girl has already been through so much. How dare they? How dare they do this to her? If I was there, I would have some words with those little teenagers.
At lunchtime, both of them came up to me and started asking all kinds of questions that had one goal: to embarrass me in front of everyone.
What's
They
their
were like,
problem?
"Wow, Charlotte, your hair looks gorgeous. What kind of product do you use for your wig? I mean hair." And they were laughing hysterically.
Rude.
I felt so uncomfortable and just wanted to leave the scene. But when I started walking in the opposite direction,
No.
Jessica screamed, "Where do you think you're going?" And she grabbed my wig and pulled it towards
Oh my
her.
god!
I froze in my place as I felt my wig coming off. And suddenly everyone's eyes were focused on me.
These girls.
I could feel everyone
Horrible
staring
people.
at my semi-bald head with shock. And at that moment, I wished I could just disappear from Earth.
Oh my god.
But also, I was fuming with anger. I looked at Jessica
I'd be
and
angry
Ashley,
too.
and I wanted to kill them.
I don't
Without
blame you.
thinking, I quickly grabbed 2 large juice cups and poured it all over their heads. Then
Yes.
everyone started laughing at them and saying
job,
that
girl.
they deserved it.
Good job.
As for me, even though I was upset about being exposed in front of the school,
I would be
I
too.
later realized that it wasn't as bad as I imagined it would be. In fact, many people came up to me after this incident and expressed how brave they thought I was, and that each had their own insecurity that they were hiding from the rest. Eventually, this experience has taught me that no one is perfect.
Sure, no one's perfect.
We all deal with our own issues in secret, thinking that others won't accept us the way we are.
This story had me in my feels. This poor girl had an issue. She was pulling out her hair. At least her parents were very supportive. They are getting her therapy. They got her a nice wig. Shame on those girls who pulled her wig off. Shame on them. But good for her for like standing up to them and still owning it and being very brave. Oh my gosh. We should show this story to like all young teenagers, so at least they'll be more nicer to people. I try to be friendly to everyone because who knows what somebody's going through. But okay, you guys, I don't want to watch another one because I might start crying. These stories have me in my feels so much right now. Okay, you guys, so that is it from me, and I'll see you guys real soon. Bye-bye.